originally going to do Muay Thai, but one of my teachers suggested doing Jiu-Jitsu. So I just hopped into a class. Like whoever emailed me back the first time is the first place I went. And I remember I just wanted to pass out. I thought I was just going to vomit and just like pass out training the first day that I went. It was crazy. And I was sold from day one.
This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. I have a guest that's zooming in. We're going to get them introduced and find out everything that they have going on. Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm good. Okay, someone hasn't met you. What's your name? And then what do we have coming up?
Sure. Yeah, my name's Emily Rosalind Nicholson. I'm originally from Ohio and I live in California. What I have coming up right now is main character Halloween Havoc, which will be October 19th.
Yeah, so have you had the opportunity to compete on a main character jiu-jitsu card? Have you seen any of the matches before?
Yeah, I have. It's been a couple of years, but it was a really great experience. It was super chill, and I'm excited to be back. I haven't done one of the 3v3 teams before, so I'm excited to go try that out next weekend.
Yeah, how do you think that's going to go? You know, there's a lot of really talented grapplers coming in for this event.
hmm yeah, so they just put out the brackets, I think, earlier this week, and I saw the first team that we're going against is Alliance. I think I've went against Laura, but only in the gi last year, so I'm excited to go in no gi. My game, I think, is more equipped for no gi, so I'm excited for that. I'm especially excited for Team Texas. I've like met some of the girls and trained some, and they're all really great, and I'm excited for those matches especially.
Yeah, you know, this is a great opportunity to, it's world class talent coming in. Kamoy, every time he puts an event on, there's two things that he's big on: promotion, not doing things like inside the box, outside the box, definitely, and then also having world class talent come from all over the world, literally all over, to come compete. And this time, it's going to be in Miami. Have you been to Miami before? And what do you think? I guess about the city, and are you excited about the media days and all that stuff?
Yeah, so yeah, Kamoy's definitely a big character. I think it's been exciting to see how he's been um, doing all of these events and trying to get the event out there and get people on. He's been super supportive. I've had nothing but good experiences, and I think it makes a lot more exciting and fun leading up to the event when you're putting out a lot of media and doing these fun events where people can get dressed up and kind of like bring attention to it and enjoy it. And I especially like that he's putting in like a bigger effort to bring in people, bigger like names or exciting matches. I think that there's definitely a few people in the teams and in the past that are submission hunters, and those are always exciting to watch.
Have you been to Miami? Do you enjoy it?
I have been to Miami, but it's been a while, so I'm excited to go down there. It's like, I mean, over the last few years, I think I've been to Texas plenty of times, so I'm excited to go down to Miami. It's
Hmm.
definitely a different vibe.
Okay, yeah, oh, for sure. I know our crew, we were out there for the last one, and that's what they were saying. They were like, oh, we were trying to, go do something fun. And like, it was late, but it wasn't late. They were like, people were like, oh, yeah, it doesn't even happen till like 4, or like people are out till 11 a.m. It's just like craziness. I'm like, well, that's not how they do it in Texas. Everything shuts down. So it's a whole different thing. But I think there's a lot of fun. It's going to be happening on Flow Grappling with the event, and then obviously outside as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
Yes. What is it, whenever it comes to your career in jiu-jitsu, and then also, I guess, even outside of jiu-jitsu, what kind of things do you have going on, but what are your goals whenever it comes to competing?
Yeah, for me, always been an interesting balance. I like to take myself pretty seriously as a jiu-jitsu athlete. Outside of that, my career, I'm a software engineer, so it's definitely interesting to try to balance making sure that I'm doing enough for jiu-jitsu as well as working. Um, yeah, so what was the original question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just goals whenever it comes to jiu-jitsu, and then even outside. I mean, being a software engineer, I'm curious if any of that correlates to on the mats, or I guess you have to be pretty smart and intelligent to be a successful grappler and also a software engineer. Would you agree?
I guess so. I think that there's some parallels, like when you're assessing things logically, and it's easy. I think one of the problems that I think a lot of us can have is like looking too big picture and getting overwhelmed by a bigger project or goal instead of looking at the little pieces. For my goals in jiu-jitsu, I'm always looking to be a better version of myself. And what I've realized is that it's a continuous moving target. And that's a big reason why I moved out here to train at AOJ. It pushes me, it forces me to address like deeper uh, issues or things that I need to resolve to be a better version of myself and an athlete.
Yeah, and that's world class grapplers. The best, some of the best in the world are out there as well. What's that training room like?
Insane, man. Like every day is a fight to the death, basically. I you can see it online, like all the kids and everything are doing really well. They look exceptional, like they're talented. But like it's a whole different thing being in the room like every day. It's very intense. They're very driven, very like they're disciplined. Everything that they do is on point, and it's crazy to feel and experience in that. And then it's always noticeable. Like I don't feel like I'm necessarily getting better, but whenever I go out and train other places, I definitely notice the difference
Hmm.
in the gains from being in that room.
How long have you been training, and why'd you start? How'd you find jujitsu?
Hmm I've been training on and off since like 2009 or 2010. I started right out of high school. I had played soccer growing up and I stopped for a while, so I wanted to do something to get back into shape. And maybe some self-defense before I went into college. I was originally going to do Muay Thai, but one of my teachers suggested doing Jiu-Jitsu. So I just hopped into a class. Like whoever emailed me back the first time is the first place I went. And I remember I just wanted to pass out. I thought I was just going to vomit and just like pass out training the first day that I went. It was crazy. And I was sold from day one. I signed up that day.
Yeah. I mean, did you realize, hey, this is something I'm going to stick to and make a lifelong journey? I mean, when did you realize that that was something that, was a part of you?
Man, I don't know. I think it probably, life kind of got in the way and I stopped for a few years in the middle. And during that time, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And I had like a lot of regret and just kind of resentment on like not doing it. And I'm like, man, I really want this to be a part of my life. And I think during that period, I really learned that was something that I wanted to be a part of my regular life.
Yeah. Whenever you were deciding where you were going to go, I guess there's, probably software engineer jobs out there in California, great jujitsu,
Yeah.
better weather. Were those the factors that came in whenever you were picking? Because you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
How did you decide
True.
on AOJ and specifically California?
You know what? It was kind of on a whim. I had a lot of life changes the last few years, and I was looking to make a big change for myself. I just dropped in AOJ for like a week, and I was like, there's no way that I can go anywhere else. I was like, I just got to go now. And then like a couple of months later, I just moved.
Awesome. Who else is going to be competing on that team? And is there anybody else that's making the trip to support or also compete on the card as well?
I think I probably have some friends that'll be there anyway in Miami for the event. I know Tashaya and Tasha are coming from the islands out to Miami, so that'll be a big trip. Um, so sorry, I'm sorry. What was?
No, just is anybody else, like who else is on your team? I know they're with the teams event. Who else is
Yeah,
competing?
yeah. So myself, I live in California, and then Tashaya and Tasha are out in Hawaii.
Awesome.
We're not traveling together right here, but we'll be together when we're both all in Miami.
Yeah. Whenever y'all were like, I guess picking that team, who kind of put it together, and do y'all's games kind of correlate, or are they a little bit different to give different looks?
No, I think that their games are definitely different. I know I've seen Tasha compete before, and she's really exciting to watch. They already trained together and they had a team, and then Kamoy had reached out to kind of like add a person. So I was really excited and grateful that they had reached out, seeing if I wanted to be a part of that.
Hmm. What is your style? So if someone hasn't seen you before, what are you bringing, and where do you like to see the match go?
I'm pretty aggressive right off the bat. I really love chasing submissions. I think that's usually heavy on my mind. A lot of times I end up getting a lot of pretty quick leg locks. Those are my favorite things. But um, going into these matches, I'm definitely excited to bring that, and then also just kind of just be relentless, persistent to get whatever submission I get from anywhere.
Awesome. Can you remind everyone one more time what's happening October 19th? How can they watch? Why should they watch? What can they expect to happen?
Okay. Yeah. So on October 19th, main character Halloween Havoc is happening. You can watch it on Flow or you can catch it live in Miami. I think it's going to be exciting. We're going to have a lot of great submissions and exciting matches. So make sure that you watch.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Um, I I don't think so. No, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for making time today. And I'm excited for the event. You can watch it on Flow Grappling, get your tickets, hit up Kamoy, and it's going to be fun. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
This is Guard with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. Y'all be blessed.